It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. He's brought down just inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun and get to Jones. It's in ahead, has about 5 yards. To the ground by Kaiser White.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go. 19, shot.
From the 47. Buys time, rolling right. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That throw behind his intended target.
And I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays in some contested coverages, and he could do it right there.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd down, here's Jones. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, pounding it forward, send an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know a successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
I can see from the front and I knew at once I would go have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on old net, but I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
from the gun, Darnold. That's a hawk by Elijah Arroyo. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They got 24 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
From the 6. When you're ready, go!
Milroe's going to sneak it. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Showing a little burst so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I can point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Though they send the hounds, bite me in that. Put me in the ground, turn me into ash, but to carry down. From those who came up before me, I made a change of the story.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving 2. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Now he caught by Adam Thielen. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Another throw here for McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped out before that conference title affair.
And after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
We're going to sign. Oh, lady. He's cracked. Oh, lady. He's checking crack. Ready. Ready. Hey, son.
Play fake. Darnold. He's going deep this time. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Corey Horton, his intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down, Seahawks.
That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Horton, the motion man. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. And tackle made by Blake Cashman.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Check the eagle.
First throw for the backup now. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Go, set. Set.
to Walker from the gun. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
This is Walker on second. And he will not score, but that does set him up front with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
The Seahawks take a second quarter lead.
Myers for the
Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
16 yards.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10. It's McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. Still has some space inside the 35. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10. Here's Jones. Across the 20, continuing to work. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10.
Ready? 19, Charger, 9.
Bill Rowe from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And he makes the let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. He missed the linebacker lurking. Or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
You know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb, and quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, they can make you pay just as he did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7.
For the Vikings.
Hardman with a return. Big shot at the end of that run.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten to a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Milrow. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Gain of 3. 1st down, Seattle.
Panther 50, Panther 50.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ladies. We go, sir.
Give up the gut to Walker. That plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Tackle made by Jeff Okuda.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running with Walker again. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Has it at the 13. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. We're at the 2-minute warning, Brock, of what has been a high-scoring game so far. It's the Vikings beginning their drive here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Here's 2nd and 11. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Jones wants more. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
The Vikings
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they're not going to get it. Stop short of the line to gain. This is going to be 4th down now. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off the points. They did just that.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go now. Nice. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Hardman with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Hardman on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
We're outside.
The third quarter is going to start with a run by Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there in the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now Donald off the play action. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, You got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. From the gun, Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Seahawks will have a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Darnold, first and 10. To the left, he's got a roll up. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Walker now from the gun. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now, 3rd and short.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. Sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about it? I think about the goal line run fishing. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to work. To do some serious damage.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they need it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Hardman with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Going on first. Here's Darnold. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 52 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
First and 10. Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. That's no good. The veteran misshits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Running along center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
McCarthy trying to get on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Down on the play by Lieutenant Nwosu.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Jones. He still has room inside the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Casey, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action, McCarthy. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Jordan Addison. This play going under review by the officials. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Jones will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 3-possession game. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings push their lead to 18. Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
The kickoff for the Vikings.
Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the set.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
go now. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Ready?
Now it's Milrow. He puts everything behind this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 19-18.
From the gun, Milrow. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
5-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Third and short, it's Milrow. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
Cougar 19. Go.
Milrow with it on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Milrow throwing again now on 2nd down. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
Donald sack. A 15-yard loss. It's 2nd down.
Another try following the sack. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Walker again. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Seahawks have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run.
On the jump.
Touchdown to bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
To the air, Milrow. Forced out to his right. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal. Desperation time here. Looking for somewhere to throw. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
I'll start with a give to Jones. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now a give. Takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And that should be Seahawks football.
You know, in a situation like that, I mean, this is perfect situational football. Offensively, just get out of your own end zone. But those defenses, they can just smell it. It's like they taste it, and they know you've got your back against the wall. They're aggressive. They take the ball away. That is a win-win for this defense.
Slot man in motion right. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Man in motion out of the slot. He's hitting driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Okay,
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. Trying to run it with Walker. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. Trying for it with Milrow. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
27.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Downfield, he's got Hopkinson. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Jones trying the left side. Will be yard at most there, and it's second down.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. This is Jones on the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up third and 8. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings leading by 11. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that first down marker. Call it a yard. That means fourth down coming up. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards.
Let those roadblock up and some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. You know those odds? Pretty long.
Hardman with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was toward Horton. And now they face second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Yeah, I'm just kind of laughing because I can feel your armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw.
And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go now. Pack the 60.
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Vikings tap him down. He's 8th pick of the year.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate generate turnovers, they really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Counter play, Jones. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. A more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Going with Jones on the ground. And that's not what the offense does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd down. Here's Jones. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Reichert connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We've got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it, with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Hardman with a return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 target. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got it inside the 25. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Let's go. 6.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. Down to the 10. And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So it's a win for the Vikings. All right, so their spot in the conference championship game is booked. And now, Brock, gotta imagine those Super Bowl dreams are becoming a lot more real for these guys now.
Yeah, I think they can picture that Lombardi Trophy, Kate, but there is still a lot of work to do.
Yep.
One more trophy they got to get before that, and that's the one somebody's going to raise at the end of the conference championship weekend.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.